I'm 4-1 meteorologist Kim Adams. Exact Track 4D radar tracking snow and a rain-snow mix in parts of southern Wayne and Monroe counties. We'll talk about how much in the forecast.
All right, Kim, also first at 4, prosecutors say they want to make sure the Oxford school shooter never gets out of prison. We are going to talk about what comes next, and Paula has this story.
Her name is Elise, and she's all grins now that she has a new nose, a new smile, and the prospects of a normal face. We'll show you the amazing journey thanks to modern medicine and sweet kindness along the way.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, we are monitoring the Exact Track 4D radar as more snow is on the way, and there is already a winter weather advisory for parts of the thumb. Get ready, everybody. Let's get over to meteorologist Kim Adams for the latest. Kim.
Well, that winter weather advisory is north of the Metro Detroit area. So right now we're seeing mostly rain in Wayne County down into Monroe County, but you get north of I-96 and you do start getting into that mix and also light snow showers. Zoom in a bit closer. There's that freezing line right there just south of Grosse Pointe Woods. And then you get into the northern parts of Macomb County, Romeo, Macomb, Richmond, New Baltimore, all getting snowfall right now. As we widen the view for you, you can see it extends all the way down to the border of Toledo, and then it gets dry after that. But we're going to be dealing with this rain-snow mix and eventually all snow in the next couple of hours. That winter weather advisory, again, is not for here in Metro Detroit. It is to our north, where they expect about 2 to 4 inches of snow by tomorrow night. We'll talk about how much snow we're expecting here and whether or not it will affect your morning commute coming up in the forecast.
All right, thank you, Kim. Also, first at 4, the battle over sentencing for Oxford school shooter Ethan Crumbley is starting to shape up with a new filing from the prosecutors. The 16-year-old pleaded guilty to murder and terrorism charges 3 weeks ago. Kimberly Gill in the newsroom, and prosecutors want him, Kim, behind bars for quite a long time.
Yes, Karen, good afternoon to you. Prosecutors say they'll seek a life sentence with no chance for parole for the teenager who admitted to murdering 4 of his classmates and injuring several others. The announcement comes just before the 1-year anniversary of the tragedy at Oxford High School. Crumbley has pleaded guilty to all 24 charges against him. Last month, he withdrew a possible insanity defense and acknowledged his role in the shooting that happened November 30th of 2021. A first-degree murder conviction typically brings an automatic life sentence in Michigan, but teenagers are entitled to a hearing where their lawyers can raise mental health and other issues to argue for a shorter term. We put a call into Crumbley's attorneys for their reaction, and we are waiting to hear back from them. But in the meantime, Crumbley's parents, James and Jennifer Crumbley, remain behind bars awaiting their trial on manslaughter charges. They've been trying to have the charges thrown out, arguing that they couldn't have known what their son was planning to do. During his plea hearing, the teenager said that he asked James, his father, to buy the gun used in the shooting, and he gave his father the money to make the purchase. The Crumbley's trial is set for January 17th. So their son's sentencing isn't scheduled to start until February of next year. We'll be following both cases every step of the way, Karen, and we'll have more on this new development when you join us tonight for Local 4 News at 5. For now, we'll send it back to you.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, Kim. Meantime, police have arrested another teenager after another school threat at Ferndale High School this morning. A threatening note was found in a student restroom. There was a precautionary lockdown for Ferndale High and Middle School. They share a building. Hours later, police arrested a 16-year-old boy who was then sent to the Oakland County Children's Village. Just yesterday, a 16-year-old girl was arrested for a separate threat that appeared on social media over the weekend. Remember, making a threat is a 20-year felony, and you could face a fine of up to $20,000. Breaking news from the war in Ukraine. The Pentagon says it is working to confirm reports that missiles crossed into Poland, possibly killing 2 people. This would be significant because Poland is a NATO ally. Now, we do know many Ukrainian cities are suffering power outages after another massive round of Russian missile strikes. Ukraine's president says 85 missiles were fired at his country's infrastructure. Right now, the Associated Press is reporting Russian missiles crossed into Polish territory. But those reports remain under investigation right now. We will keep you posted as we learn more. So will he run again or won't he? All signs point to a third presidential campaign for Donald Trump, and we should just find out in a few hours. The former president has been teasing a big announcement for weeks and will hold an event tonight at Mar-a-Lago. Trump hoped to get a midterm boost, but Republicans he endorsed suffered more losses than predicted, and he remains under investigation on numerous fronts. His announcement set for 9 o'clock tonight. Today in Washington, newly elected members of Congress came together for this class photo, but the photo is incomplete. A handful of races in the House are still too close to call, which means it is not clear which party will control the House, although Republicans seem to have the edge. We already know Democrats will control the Senate for another 2 years. Now the story of a little girl from Hungary who's showing off the first steps towards having a new face. She is a guest at Corewell Health Royal Oak Beaumont. Paula Tubman introduces us to this courageous little fighter and explains why she's been undergoing surgeries for more than a month to get what so many of us take for granted.
For Elise, there has been far more pain than not. A diagnosis of leukemia, toxic chemo, and then an infection that literally ate away her face.
She was around 4.5 years old, and she went under a 9-month chemotherapy, and then she caught an infection. It started from her nose, and then it started to spread towards her brain and lungs.
In her home in Hungary, plastic surgeons wouldn't touch her at that tender age.
European plastic surgeon think that we should wait until someone stops growing.
For 3 years, the family searched all over Europe and couldn't find a plastic surgeon to take on her face. Until online they stumbled over Dr. Kongrit Chiaset, a plastic surgeon at Beaumont, now called Corewell Health, who answered their email in 30 minutes.
I believe that the soul is more important than anything else. That if you create scar on someone's soul, you're never going to reverse it, never going to be able to. So I believe in early intervention, early restoration, and aggressive surgical treatment to restore missing part.
The family flew to Royal Oak for major surgeries that grafted skin from her arms to rebuild the tissues of a nose, lips, and cleft palate.
Now it's kind of looking like a nose, so we are so happy that after so many years we can see something there.
And during her healing process, an extra dose of loving kindness when her nurses enveloped Elise's family into their own.
She wanted to experience Halloween, so she's now able to hang out with this little 9-year-old, and they just saw each other. They didn't speak the same language, and they didn't know each other, and they just saw each other and played and smiled and hugged, and it was remarkable.
There are more surgeries to come. The tip of her rib will have to create the cartilage for a foundation for her nose. And Dr. Chiaset won't tell you, but his nurses will. Negotiated into his work contract is the ability to have a foundation to pay for procedures just like this through the Beaumont Foundation. The parents will have a zero bill when this is all said and done.
You see that they're seeking for help. And then when I know I can't refuse. Yeah, gotta do it.
Our biggest hope for her is to live a beautiful life without, like any problems, and just to live a life just like any other normal person.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to give you all a sense of just how complicated this surgery is, because remember, she's a child, and so we're talking about micro and nano procedures, and the surgeon actually had to wear those microscopic eyeglasses for 10 hours of surgery. She's not done yet. She'll be seen every single year. In fact, has to get a jaw tweak at the time she's 15. But Karen, consider this. In Europe, that's when they would start considering even rebuilding her face, and by the time she's 15, she'll pretty much have a normal, full face.
Really seems like a miracle, honestly. Paula, thank you so much for sharing the story.